Hello, my collectives, my loves, my angels. Thank you for joining me on my channel, Guided Leap of Faith. Let me just adjust this a little bit for you. Okay. Still feeling like my voice is a little, whew, I don't know, irritated possibly. I want to talk to you about why your connection, why your relationship fell apart, why it did not work. Okay, because I know like you often wonder like, well, what happened? I really loved this person. I really gave to this person. I was fair. I showed up like I was supposed to. I wasn't selfish, wasn't stingy, and somehow the relationship just did not work. So I want to give you some insight as to why it didn't work. Okay, and this may resonate with a lot of you guys, but this is this download that I'm getting right now, so hopefully it resonates with someone out there. I feel like you dealt with, and I'm speaking to my women, okay, or if men, if you're into the same sex. I feel like the person that you dealt with, that you met, has a parent, a mother figure that possibly passed on, or if they did not pass on, if they're not deceased, the relationship, the dynamic between them is as if they passed on because there's no connection. They're not able, there's no nurturing, there's no bond. Their mother did not have that maternal instinct with them, okay? She didn't get that nurturing. So if this mother did not literally pass on, then the mother was there, but she was not a nurturing mother, okay? If you get what I'm saying. So the masculine that you dealt with, this masculine is looking for that motherly love, that nurturing, that caring, the love from a mother, because that connection is not there between him and his mom. So he's out looking for women to give him that fulfillment that a mother gives to a child. That type of love, that unconditional love, that I love you no matter what you do. If you're right, if you're wrong, if you're sick, if you're well, if you just screw up everything. It's just that type of unconditional love that no matter what you do, I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna support you, I'm going to nurture you, I'm going to make you feel warm, cuddly, I'm gonna pat your back and tell you everything is gonna be okay. I'm gonna give you that hug when you need it. I'm there to care for you, to provide for you. I'm gonna wash, I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna do everything that a mother does. Just that warm, loving love that a mother gives a child, okay? That special bond, that connection, that cord that mother has with their loved one that no one can really replace or duplicate. You came very close to duplicating that, all right? And this is the thing, like this person is out to find that motherly love, and when they came across your path, with a lot of times you being intuitive, you being an empath, and you just being a loving body, you poured that love into this person, that unconditional love. You overlooked a lot of the flaws. You saw them indeed, but you overlooked a lot of flaws because you saw straight through them. You saw the potential they had. You saw their higher self. Okay, you saw their soul. All right. So you knew deep down inside, this really was a good person. They were making some bad choices, some bad decisions, maybe even hanging around the wrong people. But their soul, you saw their spirit, and you knew, well, this really is a good person. They just effing up, they're just effing up. They just need guidance. And perhaps you even tried to guide them. You try to encourage them. It may be go to school, maybe apply for promotions on their job, maybe stop hanging around certain people. You try to open their eyes to people they're around, people that are possibly using them, taking advantage of them, and you just started trying to teach them, guide them to things that they were doing to try to, for the betterment of their life, okay, for their soul development, all right, for their growth, their spiritual growth. This person, I feel like was accepting that at first, and they were starting in the beginning to probably even apply themselves, make some changes. But keep in mind, while they're making these changes, while they're applying themselves, they're still hanging around other people that they have been comfortable with that's not doing this work that they're doing. So they're still like one foot in with you, with growing, and the other foot into what was their comfort zone, okay? These people still in their ears, All right, feeding them. Oh, you letting that girl change you. Oh, you're doing this. And that's because, and they're making you look in a bad light, but that's because they need to hold on to your person. Because as long as your person was out here looking for that motherly love, that love that they want, they're being an overgiver. All right, this person probably has a family full of women, and if not a family full of women, definitely deal with women who are more dominating, who are more controlling, and this person allowed these women to dominate and to control over him. Okay, he takes their advice to the T. So there's probably if this person's older, they probably have a daughter that they treasure. Okay, um, up on a pedestal, and that's their priority. They probably have a sister, a cousin, an aunt, who they look at like for that motherly advice. That it don't matter if that aunt or that sister or that cousin tell them the moon is green. Okay, the moon is green, even though they see the moon is blue or white or whatever. The moon is green because this person say so. This person guides their life, tell them what to do, because this person has taken over to possibly act as the mother figure that your person is looking for, and they have nurtured your person in a way to now your person has this respect, this obligation, this bond with them that is like a mother. Okay, so you and this person going along good, but now you guys are receiving a little bit of static, back and forth, because this person is listening to this crew, letting them know that these things that you're trying to teach them and show them for their development, that's not, they're not developing. They don't need to do that. They're trying to encourage them to come out, smoke, drink, hang out, do low vibrational things. All right. So your person's now starting to blow hot and cold with you because, again, they love you. All right. They like this unconditional love you're giving. So they're wanting it, but they're also wanting to stay in this comfort zone too, because this is their replacement love. All right. And this is that they know these people are secure. These people aren't going anywhere. Okay. And as long as they're doing what these people want them to do, they know they're going to, these minions are going to be here. Okay. So, and you're coming in, you're giving this unconditional love that's really attracting them, that they like, because it's so close to their motherly love. But at the same time, this is their security. They don't have this insecurity with you yet. Okay. So things going on, they're blowing hot and cold. You're still dating, you're still talking to this person. This is someone that eventually, they're still hanging out, and they're going to be there as long as you allow them to be there. Let's be clear on that. Until you walk away, they're going to be there. Okay. So the problem, comes about when their thing is they're still trying to please the minions. So they're going to go out and talk to other girls. They're going to go out, do other things that's just not jiving with you, because you're growing, you're spiritually growing, and you're not in a low vibration. So these things are not acceptable for you, the things that they're doing. So maybe you're complaining, maybe you're saying things, like, hey, I don't like me to do this. This person's not responding to you how you want them to, because this is that person that requires guidance. You're so much more evolved than they are. So you're the teacher in this relationship. You are the teacher in this relationship. Okay. So you're so much more. So they're not responding to you in a way that you need. This person's looking for that mother love. In the beginning, you gave that mother love. Now you're at a point where you don't want to be the mother. You may even have kids. So you're not looking to mother. You're looking for a man, a partner, someone who's going to show up, someone who could be a leader, somebody that you can rely on, somebody that you don't have to keep teaching and showing how to show up for you. Someone who comes in ready-made and already knows how to show up for you. You don't have to say, hey, take the trash out. They see the trash is full, they take the damn trash out. Okay, they see something broken, they fix it. They see that, hey, your voice, your tone has changed. They know something's wrong. Baby, what's wrong? What can I do for you? Oh, so you don't feel well? Well, you go lay down, you rest. I'm going to take care of the house. I'll take care of the kids. You want that person who's going to show up for you. You don't want to have a grown ass man and still feel like I have to mother you. All right. So the love, the reciprocation is not the same. You're over loving, you're giving, you're nurturing. They're taking, and they're not pouring back into you. Okay. And so meanwhile, it's causing a clash between the two of you because you're looking for two different things. And the thing is, you're not going to be content wanting to be his mother, okay? You can't be his mother, give him that mother love, and then be his lover at the same time. I mean, it's just gross. And that's not what you want, all right? You need somebody on your level, somebody that's going to come in and be what you need to be. So it starts creating more ripples in your dynamic, all right? So this is where we are. So you just reach a point where it starts causing more conflict. You, at this point, you're realizing that this person is now this person that you once looked at as your happily ever after. You once look at them as somebody that you can grow with, have kids with, and maybe you do have kids with them, but someone you thought was going to be your significant other, your spouse, your husband, okay? You're now looking at this person like, you're immature, you're childish, because you're seeing that you're in your relationship, which started off initially with so much chemistry, that you have gone from being a lover and a friend to being his mother, and that's turning you off, okay? You're realizing that he's childish. He still needs to grow. He's still looking for a mother figure, that unconditional mother love. He's not wanting to show up as a masculine, as someone who could be a man in the house, someone who could be a leader, okay? He's not, and then so you're probably not wanting to really be intimate like he is, or you're just being turned off, okay? And then he's still with the minions, you know, trying to keep that foot in on the shadow side. So let's just look at some makeshift cards and see if we can get some clarifications as to really what's going on in this person's mind. But the dynamic, the why the relationship really didn't work is because you're looking for different things. But what you learned in this situation is you learned how to just pour that self-love into yourself. Stop overgiving to somebody. You learn how to put these boundaries, how to recognize, okay, when to stop loving a person, when to start saying enough is enough, okay? When to stop accepting their childishness, their games, their manipulation, their lies that they're doing, because they're unhealed. And this person, they're still going through things, consequences, making wrong decisions, because they're trying to find something they're not going to get, and they need to heal. Whatever that abandonment, right? I'm telling you, somebody either passed on, or somebody just was not there as a nurturing, or their connection, all right, is not there. And a lot of times this person can get married or get in a long-term relationship with a woman who they think their mother would have chose for them. And they would carry out a relationship with someone their mother may have thought was a good fit with them. Even if they feel like it's not a good fit with them, they will hold on to that because that's who their mom likes, okay? Even if that's not where their heart is, all right? Because they feel like they want to please that mother in some sort of sense. So let's just dive into this relationship of these cards, spirit guides. My good angel, I ask that you protect me as I do this reading, as I tap into the energy for the collective as to what's going on with this person in their mind. What is their energy? Tell me more about the person in their mind and why this relationship just didn't work. Thank you. Someone could have been in their 60s, but 6 represents lovers. Again, I told you this was your lover. 6 talks about compassion, harmony, the lovers, but it can also be the devil, okay? So let's talk about that too. And when the devil shows up, it's not always bad. Well, you should not look at it as always being bad, which I already told you. This person was 1 foot in on the low vibration and 1 foot in with you because you were the lover, all right? And with this devil card being in here, a devil card can represent insecurities. It can represent fears. It can ignite that abandonment. It's going to, whatever it is that you need to heal, when the devil card shows up, it's going to shine a bright light on that. And that's what's going to be amplified in that relationship. So their fears, their insecurities got amplified when they got with you. So initially it was the attraction, okay? But then the more you started loving on them, the more feelings they started getting, the intensity started growing because you're giving them that unconditional mother love that they've been looking for. So their fear started kicking in like, oh my God, This person might hurt me. This person might leave me because remember, mom did. Either mom passed away or something happened in your dynamic relationship and they're not communicating, it's strained or something. Mom did. That's that abandonment, okay? And maybe even a father's not there, but this person definitely has a woman, a female, a mother issue, okay? So the devil is showing up in this lover situation, and with the devil showing up in this lover situation, this makes this to a trauma bond, a codependent. This person was dependent on you, all right? And you, for a minute, it was a codependent relationship, but most of this person was dependent on you and what you were bringing and what you're giving to the relationship, and you were really triggering a lot of their fears and insecurities, things that they weren't really ready to deal with, okay? With that being a 6 as well, 6 to represent the month of June. In the month of June, we have Gemini and we have Cancer. So you or your person could be a Gemini or it could be a Cancer, okay? Somebody could be born on a 6, a life path of a 6 as well. What else, Spirit Guides? So it could be an air sign or water sign involved. What I tell you, mama's boy. Isn't that exactly what I said? This is a mother issue. You're dealing with a mama's boy. That's the whole problem. And he's looking for his mother's love. I'm telling you, this is what my download was telling me. That's why I like intuitive read sometimes more and tell. This is a mama's boy. He needs the love and nurturing of a mother. And you want the love of a man. So you guys are not on the same platform at all. Not at all. If you got with this person, if you took this person back, if you didn't walk away and take him back, just know that he's looking for a mother love. So you're going to keep having conflicts because you're not looking to raise some other woman's child, okay? Not no grown-ass man, at least. All right. 7th house talks about partnerships and relationships. It represents partnerships, romantic relationships, and one-on-one interactions. So this is a person who needs to focus on how they show up on one-on-one relationships. They need to show up for you as a man, not as someone looking for maternal love. And maybe there were some things about you that mirrored or were similar to the mother that was even more of attraction to you, but it also ignited that fear in them, okay? Because you reminded them and you felt like home to them, okay? Which would be like a more of a soul connection, a spiritual bond between the two of you, all right? I don't know why it's saying bad tooth, cracked tooth, gap in tooth. Your person could have a bad tooth. They could have a crack in one of their teeth and you see the dentist, or they could have a gap in the tooth. This is the color pink, which does talk about the root chakra, which does talk about something, that first chakra, which is the root chakra, that does talk about something that happened within their childhood, which goes back to what I was saying, their stability. So this person is now out in survival mode, trying to survive, getting in and out of other relationships, trying to duplicate a love of a mother, okay, find the love of a mother. That's why they're hopping in these superficial relationships. Led over giving, okay, showing up, very loving, giving money, giving time, giving energy to other people to see what they're going to get back, to see if they can give back that love, okay? So this is somebody who would get used by women if he think that they're going to love him like the love that he's really trying to get. But really, he needs to heal something. When you have a bad tooth, when you have either way, bad, crack, or gap, all right, you need to see the dentist. You need to have repair work done, all right? So this is someone that needs treatment, your person may need to see a dentist, but it's to also speak about someone that needs treatment, someone that needs to have something healed, or if they have something broken. So this lets me know that your person's spirit is broken. There's something about them broken that needs to be fixed. They need to see someone to get it fixed, possibly a therapist, okay? To work with healing. If not a therapist, maybe someone at the church or someone who's capable of helping them, okay, with whatever situation they have going, what they need to heal, to get over what it is that they're dealing with, all right? Your person could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all right? Someone may have a Honda, you or that person could have had or looking to purchase. All right, what else, Spirit Guides? Tell me more. Why didn't this relationship work? What was the problem with this relationship and why didn't it work? We have gymnasts. I tell you, this person is popping in and out, hopping back and forth from person to person, house to house, relationship to relationship, trying to find their balance. This is somebody who's trying to balance themselves. Gymnasts try to balance themselves on beams. They flip, they trick. This is somebody trying to find balance in their life. This person could also be a gymnast or have a feminine around them in their energy, brother, sister, cousin, daughter who is a gymnast or, does that type of thing. Could be somebody they idolize, spend a lot of time with, that are very close with, and they could be a gymnast. Um, Teacher, like that's what I'm saying. You were the teacher in this relationship, and you were trying to teach this person how to evolve, how to make changes in their life, how to heal. All right, but with football coming up, this person just kept playing the field. All right, they kept running from you, playing the field, playing a bunch of games. All right, this is what this person was doing. What else, spirit guides? What else? What else can you tell me about this person? Why this relationship did not work? We have made. Somebody needs to clean up their life. They're used to other people cleaning up their problems for them. But then a maid comes in, a maid cleans up behind you. This is somebody who jumps in and out with gymnasts, gets in and out of relationships, looking for people to clean up areas of their life that they need to go and heal, fix things for them. They run to these women or whoever is coming across, like that mother at that time. They run to them when they have a problem. So this person may always go to them, crying, victim, upset, sad, whatever they have going on, take it to them. Leave it for this woman, this feminine, to clean this mess up for them, to make them better, to put a band-aid on their boo-boo and make them feel better, okay? This is what this person's doing. This person needs to heal and clean up behind themselves. They don't need a maid. They need a broom, okay? What else, spirit guides? What else? Beauty and the Beast. This is somebody, you could have been with somebody where you guys are totally opposites, but yet you complement each other. Remember in the Beauty and the Beast, the show, the Disney show, um, the Beast knew that she was beautiful inside and out, all right, and knew they were a beast. He did not feel good about himself. He did have insecurities. He had fears. She loved him just for who he was, and he couldn't understand that, how she loved him just for being who he is, okay? This was your relationship. You were the Beauty and the Beast, all right? You were opposites. You attracted, but your person just does not feel good enough, all right? Because they're missing, they're broken. Remember what the back to the crack to, they're broken in the inside. Their spirit is broken. They're looking for that motherly love. And you saw the beast. You saw beneath the outside exterior of this beast, all right? But and this beast saw your beauty, still sees your beauty, but this beast just does not feel good enough. This person does not feel loved. Something's missing, okay? And the problem is you can't heal this for this person. This person needs to heal it for themselves, all right? These cards are falling down, so your person is falling apart. They're falling, yeah, see, lost, pity, alone. Your person's falling apart, and there's things going on in this person's life. They're going through a lot of things right now with fireworks. They're having a lot of endings, all right? Not only are they having a lot of endings, but fireworks, like when fireworks go off, people go to see it. It puts on a show. Things are being highlighted for the public. And when you get to the end, it's like the grand finale. This is what's going on. This person's having endings, all right? And people around are seeing these endings, and things are just popping off in this person's life. It's drawing attention. People know something's wrong. There's drama. There's conflict around this person. There's fighting around this person. There's a snake in this person's camp. They're realizing that one of these feminine or somebody that they've been putting their trust in cannot be trusted. They're being betrayed, and the person betraying them is probably their baby mama, someone they have a kid with. I told you they were allowing women to come in and use them, and they're probably starting to see now that someone they had a child with has been using them, taking advantage of them, lying, possibly cheating, seeing other people, getting money from them, just doing things, taking advantage of them, very betraying them, okay? But again, your person's coming across looking for this love, looking for this nurturing, coming across to other women like they need a mother's love in a childish, immature way, all right? Not as a lover or a male, as a partner. And this might be one of the things that people are seeing. One of the fireworks that's going off is maybe some drama, conflicts, and fighting between this person and their baby mama, who they're seeing now as a snake, all right? that baby mama could have been having friends with benefits, seeing other people, seeing other men, getting money from other men, treating your person like a friends with benefit. All right, and now your person doesn't like that because they thought they were a main character, only to find out they weren't a main character. All right, they were being used. But this would be part of this person's karma, because I'm feeling this is probably what they did to you, and so it's just going to come back on them for them to see how they made you feel. Okay. Let me go to this other deck and see what's in this other deck, because I don't want to just rely on one deck. Some of these cards are backwards. All right, so this person's turned around. I'm going to tell you, some of these cards are just mixed up, turned around. I know I'll put them in order, but some of these cards still got turned around. So it makes me think like your person wants to turn around and come back towards you. All right, if you walked away, or if they walked away from you to look for other things, they want to turn around and come back towards you. All right, and this person doesn't know which direction to go in. They feel lost. All right, somebody's name could be Michael or Vincent. First, middle, last. You have to put it where it goes if it relates to you. All right, somebody could have a Tesla, because Tesla's up here. Somebody's name could be Bird, Thomas, or Taylor as well. What else, spirit guides? What else? Somebody could have a Mercedes. Okay. It resonates with me. I've changed. Your person wants you to know that they've changed, or they're changing. Okay, they're starting to see what work they need to do on themselves, and they're trying to work on correcting some of those behaviors. Maybe they are seeking help right now, or maybe someone is just talking to them. It's telling me to pull an angel answer, so let me pull an angel card. So I'm just going to take this card out now that I'm using it, and get an angel card for you guys. Okay, what is the message to my collective? What's the message to my collective as to why? Did something turn over? Yeah, don't stop. Don't stop what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, don't stop it to try to focus on your person. Keep going on, and whether you're healing, whether you're moving on, you're seeing other people, continue doing what you're doing. And don't stop to pay this person any time or attention, or even think about what they have going on. They have things that they need to heal. They have to work on. Let them do that. Let them work on it. Okay. Red is coming up. We didn't have Honda, and we had Tesla, and we had Mercedes. So your person could have a red car. They can know somebody that's red. They can have a red truck, red hair. Red talks about passion. See, look, red car. Your person may definitely have a red car. If they don't have, they had, or they're purchasing. Okay, or you have the red car. Now it's a blank. What is it? Turned around. We have 50s. 5 represent change, conflict, and change. There's a lot of conflict going on in your person's life right now. They're dealing with a lot of loss of friends. I told you they're having endings with fireworks. They're losing friends, losing job opportunities, losing finances, all right, losing hope. They feel at a loss because you're gone, all right. Traffic light. This person needs to stop and reevaluate their life, okay? Something actually could happen at a traffic light. Your person can be in a car. We do have car. We have traffic light. We have red. Your person could be stopped at a red traffic light. I don't know. They could get put over by the police at a red traffic light, okay? They could see something. You could run into your person at a red traffic light as well, okay? If you haven't seen them in a while, the universe could have it that's when you guys happen to bump into each other. All right. What else, dear guys? This person could live near a traffic light as well. We have a Nissan. Somebody might have a Nissan. Could be a red Nissan as well. Car, truck, put it where it belongs. Somebody could be dealing with somebody who's Hispanic, speaks 2 languages possibly. So your person, I feel like, speaking 2 languages, all right? I feel like when they were with you, speaking of speak 2 language, when they were with you, they were conducting themselves in one way, being loving, kind, wanting that mother love with you. But then when they're with their friends, they're a totally different person. It's like this person was of 2 minds, okay? They want to come across as strong, confident, egotistical, all this pride and different stuff. I have it together, I intimidate people, again, Beauty and the Beast. But when they're with you, it's a much softer, gentle giant side, okay? What else, spirit guys? Why this relationship didn't work? Your person could do construction work. You have a construction worker up here as well. Why else? Tell me why this relationship didn't work. For some of you, a person could be involved in same-sex relationships, and maybe that's why it didn't work, because you're not able to really feel them like they need to be fulfilled, because they're divided between you and what they really want, which is the same sex. They could be bisexual. You know, we did have the Hispanic. I told you 2 languages. Well, that 2 in there could be they like both. They could be bisexual as well. You could have been dealing with a fixed sign, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Somebody who embodies qualities of stability, loyalty, determination, and consistently brings plans to completion, okay? So you could have been with somebody who is very fixed in their ways. Once their mind is made up, that's it. No matter what you say or do, you can't change it. Those are fixed signs work, okay? So we're going to start to get out of here. Yeah, your person felt like they're betrayed, and I feel like they feel betrayed now by you because you're not there. They're worried that they're not going to be able to ever see you again. They're not going to have that love that you once gave them again. Your person possibly contracted an STD, and they could feel, you look, yucky is on here as well. They could feel yucky about that. They could feel like they're who they chose or who they're with betrayed them and gave them this STD, all right? Need for constant attention and suspicious of others. See, this is your person. That's what I said. They need that constant attention. They want that motherly love. They need that nurturing, that constant mother. No matter what I do, just love me. Put up with no matter what I do. You could have been dealing with the twin. I talked about twins earlier. I talked about 2 not too long ago when I said that. And I even talked about twins when I talked about possibly Geminis that they were dealing with. So your person could have been a twin, could have been Hispanic as well, could have been a Hispanic twin, all right? Could be an African-American twin as well. Get a little bit more, and then we'll get into some different cards. So I have laundromat. Your person may live near a laundromat, but you know I had maid and laundromat. So it's strong emphasis on this person needs to clean up their life. They need to heal some things, set some things aside, clean out the people that clean out their life as far as people that they're dealing with, they don't need to deal with. Let go of those that are just clinging on to use them for whatever they want because they're not willing to heal. Your person could have been a prior inmate, could have done some time in jail, did some time alone, or either they're mentally in prison or they were, all right? So you would know best, all right, with prior inmate. I don't know everyone's story. I only know my own. Somebody could live in South Carolina, okay? We have Moon coming up. So Moon talks about your emotion, your inner life, your feelings. Moon also hide things, okay? And it can talk about intuition, but the Moon hides things. So somebody was definitely hiding from you that they were broken inside. They tried to come across as being very confident, very egotistical, having their life together, being very organized, okay? But really your person was not that. Your person's lonely, they're depressed, they're broken inside, and they're looking for something. It's like a little boy trapped in a man's body. Your person may be single or working on becoming single now if they were in a relationship because they probably got betrayed and wanting to leave who they were with. Your person, yeah, you were this person's mistress. If you were married, this person had a mistress, okay? Again, I'm not surprised because this person is looking for that validation. They need that attention from outside. They need someone who's going to make them, that's going to mother on them, okay? I'm going to put one more of these and I'm going to some other cards. Because I guess you guys say, I don't want to keep doing makeshift cards. I don't want to keep doing makeshift cards. I'm not feeling that one. Give me one more, Spirit Guides. One more from my collective on this stack. If not, that's fine. Roller coaster. You guys did a lot of ups and downs. And your person's hanging around people that's just going along for the ride, okay? Very highs and lows. I feel like there are a lot of highs and lows in your relationship, and that's because your person is unbalanced, all right? And that's why your person couldn't get to you because they're unbalanced in their emotions. Give me more about what went on in this relationship. We already know this person was looking for that love of a mother, someone to replace that mother. I really feel like this mother might not be here. Give me more. Somebody who needs to repair the heart. Well, heart repair is somebody whose heart is broken. What I tell you that their heart is broken. They need to heal their heart. They need to build trust. Somebody betrayed them in the past. They don't trust women. They feel like they're going to leave, love them and leave them. Use them, love them and leave them. Okay, it's coming up. toxic. This person was in a lot of toxic love. You probably felt like their love to you was toxic. This person be dealing with some addiction, so they definitely have a pattern of behavior that they carry in all their relationships. All right, they're very manipulative. That's how they come in, gaslight you, love bomb you, and get you in. All right, this person you have gone into pushed you to go into no contact. You're not communicating with this person, or if you are, it's very minimum communication. A lot of you have just separated yourselves completely from this person and given them the silent treatment, all right? Because you're working on clearing your own mind, clearing, balancing yourself. You're following your insight using clarity and decisions that you make. You have clear mind and clear heart now. You're no longer confused about what this was. This person couldn't show up for you because they're looking for you to mother them, and you're just not interested in mothering a grown man. You're just not. So some of you got tired of the push and pull that was between the two of you, which is what I've been talking about. And so you decided to go out and date somebody else. You're putting yourself back on the market. You're looking for someone who can show up for you the way you need them to. Have fun. You want new love. You want something that's going to be real. You know, somebody who's going to come in, bring you flowers, buy you perfume, take you out, pay for lunch, pay for dinner, ask you questions about what you want in life. What do you want to do? What do you aspire to be? How can I help you? You know, you want forever kind of love. Somebody who wants to come in and commit to you. Somebody who's meant to stay, not somebody who's looking for you to help complete them, okay? You want a love that's unbreakable, not one that the minute that there's a problem or they feel like they have a boo-boo that you don't put a band-aid on, they got to run to another woman, get another woman's band to put a boo-boo on for them, okay? You want somebody who's going to work together with you as a team, a partner. This is what I've been saying the whole time. I like it when spirit comes through. You want somebody who's going to come in as a partner and where it's going to do teamwork. You guys are going to work together. You're going to know they have your back and you have theirs, okay? You don't want to have somebody you have to worry about. Are they feeling loved? Because if they don't feel loved, you know they're going to the streets. They're going to the streets. All right, you had somebody that was very stubborn. All right, but I feel like right now you're going to be stubborn. You're going to be stubborn about decisions that you make. You're going to guard yourself. All right. Your person is just inflexible, but your person is just full of desires. They're lusting, and they do desire to have you back into their life, okay? Your person may be self-pleasuring themselves to you, but they definitely have a lot of sexual thoughts about you, okay? And they feel guilty about how they acted and how they carried themselves and the things that they did in the relationship with you, about lusting for other women, going out with other women, doing other things, but it's because you stopped mothering. That's what happened. You stop mothering, all right? This person's being very secretive. They're being very secretive about what they were doing, how they were feeling, what was going on with them. They're being dishonest. They were hiding information from you. Even when you knew something was wrong, so let's talk about it, they didn't want to do that, all right? But now they want to come and have a fresh start with you. They want to get back together. They want a second chance. They want to tell you that they're going to get it right this time, okay? I don't see anything here to show that this person has been healing. So if you give this person a fresh start, a second chance, pay attention to the red flags, okay? Because there's nothing on my board about them healing or even trying to heal. Nothing. All right? What else, Spirit Guides? God, it's too much. If you want to come out, just come out. Something wants to come out, huh? Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. This person is having trust issues, and whoever they're with, there's a lot of fighting. Remember, I told you that. I told you it was a lot of conflict wherever they were. It's poor communication between them. They're fighting, they're arguing, they're detaching themselves from one another. You know, this person felt like with you, you guys had a true bond. They felt like it was meant to be. They thought it was real, all right? They thought that your relationship was unshakable, but they didn't realize how they were coming up. Now they're sitting back and they're thinking, well, was it me? Well, what did I do? You know, they're unsure. They know they played games with you, but now they're really trying to figure out, well, why did the collective leave me? Well, what did I do? The collective said this, said that. Was there any truth to what the collective said about me? You know, now they're sitting back and evaluating, because possibly, I'm sure you told them, look, you need to grow up. You're childish. You need to stop doing this, stop doing that, all right? Now they want to come in and come clean about why they were carrying themselves the way they were, the things that they were doing. They don't, why they gave you the cold shoulder, all right? But you don't care, all right? You're still staying away from them, and you're giving them the cold shoulder because your spirit guides told you to walk away. You're going out on faith. You're doing your healing, all right? You're following your dreams and going on your spiritual journey, and you're avoiding this person, somebody who was an avoidance and didn't want to attach, somebody who wanted to ghost you, somebody who wanted to stay in hiding, who wanted to keep secrets from you. And just because they're doing introspection, feeling guilty, does not mean that you owe them a second chance, okay? Yes, they want to reconcile with you, but that's because they missed that motherly love, all right? They missed that love that they felt last with you, all right? And they want to send a message to you to tell you that they miss you, they want to come back, they want a second chance. They're so chickenly scared and still childish that they're calling you from unfamiliar numbers. When you're thinking it's spam on different accounts because you don't recognize these numbers, but that's because they're still a little child and can't call you from their number. But Spirit is warning you, and Spirit is informing you that these unknown callers, this them playing on your phone. If not them, then it's the ex playing on your phone, or somebody connected to you who could have found some pictures of you in their phone or caught them looking at some pictures of you because they know that your person still has love for you, all right? Still thinking about you. Tell me more. Yeah. And they're in a situation where the other person's getting on their nerves, bugging the hell out of them, all right? Somebody that they probably had a private relationship with behind your back, or if this bugaboo is complaining to them, fighting to them because they found out that you were a relationship and they felt like you were the private relationship that this person had behind their back. Either way, your person just don't want to hear it. They're just tired. They're tired of all the drama. They're tired of all of it because they know they made a mistake now because they don't have you. They're doing drugs to cope with all the stuff that's going on in their life. Remember, we had the fireworks. I told you, it's conflicts everywhere. They see you as the love story. You as the one that they want to be with, but yet they're doing something else, and they have to cope with the fact that they lost you. But they do want to come in and set the record straight and let you know how they felt about you, and let you know it was not just, you know, a thing, a summer fling, a thing. But you see this person as being outdated news, like a part of your past, and this person's in their feelings, but you're not, okay? So what does this person want to say to my collective? What does this person want to say to my collective? And let's get ready to wrap this up, Spirit Guide. What do I want to say to my collective? I try my best to forgive. They need to forgive the past, forgive their mother, forgive the women that have hurt them. You are amazing. Oh, no, these are the same ones that came. Let me shuffle these. I don't really want to go over these because these came out earlier. If they're meant to come out again, it's crazy. These really came out earlier. So I want to shuffle this deck again. Because this would be crazy. That would be the same words. If so, this person's spirit is really coming through today on this reading, and these words may be from me, baby, not just you. One more, Spirit Guide. Okay. What does this person want to say to my collective? Those words come out again. That's the third time I'm saying that word. What does this person want to say? Something's turned over. Have I lost you? Same one from the reading. Yeah. Have I lost you? Okay, they want to know if you're gone for good, or is there an opportunity for them to come back and reconcile? I don't know how, but you got my heart. They don't know how you did it, okay? Because they're so used to jumping in and out of these superficial relationships and not giving love back, and this person fell in love with you. I see you in myself. Yes, they do, because you are so contract. You are a twin. You mirrored them. You mirrored back to them what they needed to heal. Okay, I want to be different. They want to change. And if you remember, I had the card earlier that says I have changed, and I told, yeah, see, I've changed. They want to change, and that's why they say I want to be different. They want to stop, you know, getting in and out of superficial relationships, bouncing from one female to the next to the next. They're tired of that. They're tired of people loving and leaving now. They want something real. They want something that's gonna last. But this is thing, they're still showing up as a child. Well, I see you again. So this person, they miss you. They love you. They really do. Is it over? That's what I want to know. So this is my reading for you. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let me know to let you know when I put my next reading out. And until then, sending you love and blessings. Bye, my collective. Happy birthday, Libras.